what's up, it's Jim, and I just got back from the new film, Cowboys and Aliens. Daniel Craig's character, who wakes up without any memory, he wakes up with this crazy like arm thing, bracelet, and he comes to town, and then he is arrested, and they want to like bring him on charges, but the aliens attack this western town that he is in because it's the Old West, and he uses his bracelet to shoot down one of their ships, and they realize they need to unite with Daniel Craig and fight back the aliens. Thus the name. It's written by the people who wrote the first Iron Man and directed by Jon Favreau, who did the first Iron Man. And I think Jon Favreau is really good at introducing characters, like in Elf and Iron Man. I feel like he introduces the character really well, of both Will Ferrell's Elf or Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. This movie, I didn't really get a sense of the director who made Elf and Iron Man. You know, this kind of felt like, to me, like any Hollywood director could have done this. And I'm a little disappointed, because why see a Jon Favreau movie if I'm just going to see what anybody does? I like that kind of Altman-y kind of style that he had, like improv, fun style. And I thought, you know, that's one of the things I think this film does take itself a little too seriously. It doesn't really understand how to structure itself within the tone that it has. A lot of character development starts happening at the end of the second act, when it would have been really nice if that had happened at the beginning of the film. It just kind of throws you in there, and it doesn't really work. I would have liked to get to know the characters a little bit more. I like Daniel Craig's character, and I like, you know, how violent he is, and I didn't mind him being having an American accent. Harrison Ford, even though like you have Harrison Ford in the movie, he's on the poster, I think he does well with the part, but there's not much he can really do with it, which is kind of unfortunate, because you think you have Harrison Ford in this big movie, you'd want to use him, but they don't really use him enough. Really could have been played by anyone. I don't really understand why it needed to be Harrison Ford. I felt it was shot a little too Hollywood, to be honest. I wish it had more of a distinct style with the cinematography. It was too broad. It should have stuck to a certain kind of Western. You know, this is just like Westerns, you know, like how the Hallmark Channel has like Westerns, or like the Maverick movie with Mel Gibson. It's not shot like a distinct love of Westerns, you know, this is just Westerns. And I wish it had picked a certain style of Western, whether it be spaghetti Western or acid Western or a cavalry Western or a stagecoach Western, you know, that it just picked a format. The structure's a bit messy and not really in a way that works in the end. You can have a messy structure and work. This film does, and it doesn't work as well. The script felt like maybe it was a rough draft or something. It's kind of a weaker summer movie. Not as weak as Green Lantern or Pirates 4 or Transformers 3. It doesn't seem so bad now, but it reminded me a bit of Drive Angry, where it's like, this would have been a great idea as just a genre film, but they take the idea of Cowboys and Aliens but make it more of a Hollywood film rather than make it like a cult movie. I think that kind of doesn't really suit it. As much as I love the beginning of Drive Angry, when I get towards the end, I know it's like just another Hollywood action movie. And I feel like this is the same way, where it's like, it's just another big action sequence at the end of a Hollywood movie. I'm a little underwhelmed by it. So if you've seen Cowboys and Aliens and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments, and subscribe if you would like to. I mean, although I did have fun, and I'm seeing this at Ocean City, that's where I am right now. I'm in glorious Ocean City, and I saw it when it started raining, and for, you know, a rainy day at the beach, it's not such a bad movie, and it's not horrible or anything. I had fun, and I'll see you next time, and this is me from wonderful Ocean City.